Hey, it's Aisha Maria 11. Keep on vibing, keep on thriving, keep on writing success, peace, spread the word. Today, I am going to be talking to you about why old school parents are awesome. I was watching some videos today, randomly on YouTube, of how these parents humiliating their kids, like on like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, um, all these social media platforms humiliating them in public on social media. I do not approve of that. I'm not a parent. I was raised old school. I don't mean put the soap in the person's mouth or all that. Not that old school, but old school meaning like if you got in trouble, you get grounded. Like for me, because I was known to be the troublemaker in my family, I ain't proud of that, but I'm gonna say facts as facts. When I got in trouble, did my parents put me out on social media, humiliating me on social media? No. What the only thing that they did to let people know that I was okay was okay. Zaisha Marie 11 would not be on Facebook for a few days, or whatever the case may be. They keep it subtle. That is what. Sorry about that. That was my dad texting me. Yeah, about something. What parents should be doing is keeping their problems private. What like you can use social media to let friends, family of your child to let them know, okay, they ain't gonna be on social media or they don't have their phone right now because of da da da. You can keep it simple, like, hey, my daughter is grounded. She will not have a phone right now. Old school parents are awesome because they teach you consequences that will stick to you in your head. It might be embarrassing at the time, but they don't need to. They don't put you out there with billions and millions and millions of people where they can see. That's why I like old school parents because they are freaking awesome. Because one, they keep it discreet. Two, they don't expose all your problems out in the world. The only time they will put your problems out like that is when when they're reaching out to your family members, your pastor, priest, counselor, therapist, whatever the case may be. They kind of keep it small. Not everybody needs to be in your business. That's the beautiful thing about old school parents. I have two of them. They're old school. I remember growing up. I'll admit, yeah, I done a lot of stupid stuff as a teenager. Uh, what they did was they just took all my stuff away from me. All they did was take away my most valuable thing that I always use all the time. Like some of my favorite action figures, they would take it. Mainly it was not so much of my phone because I had a phone, but it was not an iPhone or a smartphone. It was like one of those old school flip phones, like the it was the NV1, and then I had the NV3 LG. They were mainly for texting only, not texting and call. I couldn't do nothing with it. Uh, that was the only time they took my phone. Well, not so much taking my phone, they took my iPod away from me a lot. They took my MP3 player a lot away because I always had music on blast. And I used to get in trouble for that. So that what they did was they take my music away maybe 1 or 2 days, and then if I kept getting in trouble, they would increase it to a week, 2 weeks. And one time I got into a fight in school, in middle school, for trying to defend myself, and I got grounded as well. So I had no music, no comic books. They took my comic books away. They took my music. My music was like the biggest thing at the time. I'm glad that they taught me those things at an early age to say, okay, I need to think before I act. But a lot of times I got no common sense. Sometimes, but what I the old school parents are really awesome because not only the punishments were the punishments was horrible for the teenager or the kid would be me, but you actually learn something over time once you understand it. Um, and plus those things stick to you in your head. There was one video I saw of a dad making his kid walk to school. That is something I might approve of with putting it on social media because it's teaching that kid, okay, if you're gonna be bullying kids on a bus and you got suspended from using the school bus, it's better to have the kid walk to school and make him walk to school for a week or whatever, but without showing the kid's face. And his father did it in a way to teach the child a lesson. That is old school parenting. I like it like that. Yeah, it sucks for the kid, but that means when if the kid had to walk 2-3 miles to school every day, no matter if it's rain, snow, hail, hurricane, no matter what it is, they had to go to school, walk to school. It's kind of teaching the kid, oh, you get to go on a bus. That's a privilege, not a right. A right and a privilege is not the same thing. Old school parents, oh, they are the freaking bomb, man. They can teach you lessons that will teach you later in life. Most of these parents today, they want to just put all their problems out on social media. It's like, come on, man, keep it private, keep it to yourself. The lesson when you say embarrass the modernized parents today, when they embarrass their kids on social media just for attention, you're scarring them for life. You're messing them up for a long time. They might not even want to talk to you ever again. But where they, an old school parent, they might resent them for maybe 2 weeks, or I want to say, I hate you, mom, but really you don't. You're just mad. But there's a lesson in there. The reason why old school parents are awesome because one, they keep it discreet. Two, they don't put it out there in the world, and they keep their problems small, only to immediate family and medical professionals, depending on the person and the child or whatever the case may be. The third thing is their methods will stick to you in your mind. It will stick to you in your mind for life, man. Life. That's why I don't approve when parents, like these parents, I see videos where these kids are not even doing their chores or not doing what their parents asked them to do. And they're telling them, get off your phone, get off your computer, it's time to get off. Why did you not do the dishwasher or whatever? And what do, you take the Xbox or PlayStation or the computer and smash it up and beat it up and put it in the shredder. Like, why would you do that? That technology is so expensive. I don't really approve of that, but I prefer the old school way, the old school parents. Because if you got in trouble or you didn't do your chores, they will take it and hide it in another place where you can't find it. So that's another way that old school parents are awesome because they know who you are and they know what is your strengths and weaknesses are. And every punishment that you went through, there was a lesson right behind that. Everything that you learn has a lesson without humiliation. Yeah, you might have to like I saw one parent using like boot camp style where this kid had to throw his tire around or whatever. It basically, I can understand why he did it, but it's that the kid for that is too young for that. Wait for like a kid who's older or something. Certain punishments don't really match up. That's why I support old school parents. Cause I got two of them. Their lessons will stick to you for life. Some of them I might not remember them. That's what that happens to everybody. But I'm on the side of old school parents because everything that you go through, they will be in every single thing they taught you. There is a lesson that they are there to help you get to where you need to go. Hey, I will admit this. I might have a spending problem. Parents might find a way to make sure you don't have access to certain things, but each parent is different. Each child is different. Even adults too. Even adults as well. Um, I saw funny as I mentioned this. I saw a video. What 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, talking about this. This guy was like this one of those, you know, crazy people, and he's 23 years old, and he got grounded at 23. I was like, what? But like I said, old school parents are freaking awesome because you know why? Because all those things that you went through, those things will stick with you for life. You might not understand it at the time, but later down the line in life, you're like, oh, that's why my mom and dad or grandma or grandpa or aunt and uncle was like that. Because they're trying to protect you from the crazy world. That's why. With the new modern age, with the technology, where everybody can be in your business, no, I don't approve of that. Unless you're like on Facebook with your family, your close family and friends, and you're trying to reach out for help. You say, hey, I'm running out of ideas. What should I do with my crazy rowdy child or teenager or adult child? That's an okay situation. But when you start putting things on the internet, humiliating everybody, embarrassing everybody, especially a teenager, especially a female. Let me tell you something. As a girl who was bullied all the time, I would not be able to manage being humiliated like that every single day. When people see that a video of me getting grounded online, I, I would never even want to be on the internet again after seeing that. You gotta be so these new modernized parents. You gotta be careful what you're doing because they're messing these kids up with life. If you're trying to post a video of your kid be cute, funny, whatever, that's okay. But when you do like punishment or corporal punishment, whatever, uh, keep it private. The one thing I really, 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 really hate is when parents shave the kids' hair. I hate that to the maximum. Like one of the things I can't stand is when a parent shaves a kid's hair. I understand there's one video I might maybe 50% approve. There was a girl, a teenage girl, bullying this girl who had I think it was alopecia or cancer. I don't remember exactly the situation, but it's on YouTube anyway. Um, when the mother found out that this girl was picking on her daughter was picking on this other girl was picking on her because she had a bald head or alopecia or cancer or whatever. But the mother, what she did was made her shave her own hair off. I kind of semi approve of that because it's kind of like teaching you a lesson. Like, do not make fun of other people of their appearance because you don't know what they're going through. Sometimes you have to make drastic changes for something like that, like somebody having cancer or somebody who appears different or have a disability. I kind of approve of that, but not really. So that's kind of like in the middle of modernization parents and old school. The method it's okay. It's somewhat okay. But put it on the internet, depends on the situation. But I'm glad that my parents, oh my God, I'm so glad my parents are not like that. I'm so grateful that my parents are not the what I call the internet parents. My parents are old school parents, and they're awesome because they, like the last time I might repeat this myself again, is they kept everything discreet. They don't put it out there humiliating the children in the house or whatever. Or putting it out on the internet and putting it on live, embarrassing everybody. One more thing before I forget. It, parents, old school parents, they taught internet safety. My parents knew a little bit more about the internet than I did. I knew nothing about the internet. I knew the internet for research or whatever, but just to do like social media and all that, I got really into it when I got to college. Actually, probably after college, but what I'm just gonna say is be grateful for the. It's whatever. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. It's whatever. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is the parents these days, please bring out the old style back. Those lessons will stick for life. Sorry, my dog is going like nuts because my dad's coming home. Like I said, these new modernization internet parents. Let's go back to the 1990s, 80s, 1990s, 80s, 70s, 60s. Don't go back too far to the 50s because that's what like all that corporal punishment where you get slapped with a spoon or whatever. Don't go that far back. But sometimes old school is actually something better than new school. Because in the old days, some people in the black community, you will get the belt or an ass whooping. I never had that. But my parents did everything in a different way. But it still stuck to me. Some parents put kids in a corner. Sometimes they will take their stuff away from them for a short period of time. Sometimes you had to work your way up to get the stuff back. That's another method that my parents did. If I lost my music for a week, I had to do extra chores, extra work around the house. And yes, I did cry. Yes, I nagged my mom. Mom, I need my music to listen to on the bus. But now I understand. It's my time to say, okay, I could use this time to connect with God without the music because it's a distraction. I didn't understand it when I was in middle school, high school. All I cared about was music. Now, looking back at it, it's like, oh, it's a perfect time to talk to God. I was a stubborn kid back then. I'm still stubborn today, but not as bad as years ago. But like I said, bring back the old school parents. They are awesome. The new modernization, yeah, I can understand why people do it, but think of the psychological aspects of it. Not for yourself, but for your kids. Because what, 10 years, 20 years from now, they see that video. Because, like you said, every time you post something up on the internet, it never goes away. It never goes away. The old school parenting, they would not harm you in the mind. They will not mess you up psychologically. It's like a slap on the wrist, saying, "Okay, I hope this person learned a lesson." Okay, if they don't learn it, we have to find another way to make that person stick and say, "Okay, they're not going to do that anymore." The new modernization is more traumatic than anything. So please, I'm not a parent myself. I'm not a parent. But I live with two parents. I love them to death, even though I drive them crazy 24/7. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Even though I drive you guys crazy 24/7. But I might not show a lot of appreciation, but I'm going to give a shout out right now to my mom, my mama petite, my mother, and my dad. My dad, my Lala. I love my parents. I want to give a shout out to you guys. Thank you, God, for raising me and my brother. Even though we had different challenges, different packaging, I want to say thank you guys for taking us in. Thank you, Lord, for accepting us, even though we were a challenge. Our roads were very rocky, like rocky ice cream. But you took us in with a stride. You might have had ups and downs with us. You had to navigate through us because we had different personalities. But I want to say thank you, God, for my awesome parents who adopted me, took me in, and my brother. Thank you, God, for taking us in. If you have any questions, comments, please let me know. Drop it in the comment section. Sorry. What time is Damn. It's almost my bedtime now. Just drop it in the comment section. Please, if you like the video, please let me know. Like and subscribe. And, click the button. Oh my God, sorry. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. 4 o'clock this morning for work, so I'm a little bit like that. But, please like and subscribe. Please share this video. You can share it as many times as you want. Please do. This might reach out to many people. This is what I want to do. I want to bring awareness to different people, different perspectives on different things. So I'm gonna probably shut up now. So keep on vibing, keep everybody says peace, spread the word. Oh, P.S. Love you, Mom and Dad. Love you. Boom.